Good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to night 3 of Cliffyland's Global Cooking Challenge. Tonight, as we finish out the food of Singapore, tonight we're going to be doing a Char Kuey Teow? Sorry about the pronunciation. Stir-fried rice noodles. Hi, Mom! So, again, Singapore, located on the tip of the Malay Peninsula, right over there. Small city-state. Hey, Marietta, good seeing you. So, let me get my lens going, and we can get started on this. It has been quite the day. As we listen to the music of Singapore, so let's flip. There's my big old melon. And oopsie doopsie. Hello, hey Marietta. Just a moment here. We get ourselves oriented. Hey. Oh, that's the fisheye. Mom figured out the smiley face buttons. Hey. So, here we go. So this is night 3 of Singapore. We did nights 1 and 2 on Friday, and then on Sunday. On Friday we did the, hey Henry, we did the duck, not duck, no I did not do duck, did the chicken rice, the Hainanese chicken rice, which came out spectacularly. And hey, Jeff Needles, how you doing? Thanks for coming by, really appreciate it. And thank everyone at the Team Meerkat for that fantastic promo video y'all just sent me. I was kind of blown away. Thank you for that. I already posted it on the Facebook page and trying to figure out how to get Twitter to let me post it on the page too. That one's been a little bit of a challenge. GirlyX29, thank you for the like and the restream. So, it's been a challenge today because this simple little stir-fry dish, just for a moment, was quite the effort in shopping today, because I had to go to not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 different places to get everything I needed. Yes, I got my haircut last week, thank you. Need a name to go with the handle. Jessica, thank you, Jessica. Yes, I got the haircut. Light in the background always makes it look really square, which I don't know what to do about that. But in any case, so step 1 is the rice noodle. The Asian market that I went to, which sometimes are helpful and sometimes they're not. They had a whole world of dried noodles and they had a world of fresh noodles, and the recipe said 1 10-ounce package of fresh rice noodles. Thank you, Jessica. So what I wound up with is, I believe this says Vietnamese. Yes, Vietnamese rice noodle, which is like that, and that's a 14-ounce package, which is more than I need. So, and it's not fresh. I did see that they had some kind of frozen or whatever, and I was very confused. What I'm gonna do is, and the guy wasn't sure. I mean, at least he directed me to the rice noodles instead of the egg noodles. So, you know, I gotta thank him for that. But they had like all world of stuff, and it was all in, you know, not just you know, Vietnamese, but in Thai or in Chinese, and nothing's ever in Japanese in that place. But in any case, I couldn't speak any of it. Vermicelli, no, not vermicelli. It's actually thicker. I don't know if you can see. So there's a finger. So it's kind of that thick. It's specifically called for fresh broad rice noodles. So you're making me hungry. So I'm gonna go with 10. I'm gonna try to measure out 10 ounces of this, and then I'm gonna try to find a way to save the rest. And we actually do manage when this kind of stuff. Yeah, usually we use fresh broad rice noodles for Char Kuey Teow. Char, Kuey, Teow. And curiously, I'm getting the same kind of pronunciation you got there from the different spelling I see here. But, oh, thank you, Mariana. Yes, so not, and also I was thinking I was going to have to boil these to get them tender, but I was just seeing now, for stir fry, you soak them for 15 to 25 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. Which I'm already dropping them on the ground. Okay, let's try this one more time. 10 ounces, eh? I hope this is right. 6.6. But we actually have managed to use the remainder of these Asian what do you call it, pasta? Asian noodles that we don't find use for. Get out! Avalanche 9.2. I don't want being so exact. Going everywhere. If you can't tell, that's too much. Not that it matters. This isn't baking, but you know how I get. Perfect. Okay, the rest of you will go away. And wow, you're gonna have to sweep around here. Okay, let me get a bag for that so they don't get. I hope the cat enjoys that one. Okay, so I'm going to soak that really quickly because since it's a stir fry, obviously, the cooking process is very fast. So it's mostly the setting stuff out. And in this case today, the eternal hunt for the various different things. So, yes, okay. So, I'm going to soak this in a bowl. Sorry, I just joined. What are you making again? It seems like it's going to be great. Thank you. It is our, Char Kuey Teow. It's stir-fried rice noodles. Or rice noodles, which are dried, and I need to soak them. And it's going to involve shrimp and Chinese sausage. So I'm getting water going to soak our noodles over here. Because my first thought was to boil the noodles, but then I thought, no. Let me look online and see what it says. Because I know from having some past experience with this stuff, and now it can cook really quickly. So, we're gonna soak it. Hey, Steve! Thank you for being a first-time watcher. Thank you for making this your spot to come by and check. We are, for the uninitiated, this is the Global Cooking Challenge. We're learning to cook by doing a different country every week in alphabetical order. From Afghanistan to Zimbabwe, using all 193 UN member states, and by then hopefully I'll learn to cook, because I didn't know to cook before. And tonight is, of all the countries, we are at nation number 155, which is Singapore. This is the third of 3 nights, and these are our rice noodles, which we are setting to soak. Let me get some light going up in here. We are listening to the music of the Malay Select Orchestra. The album is Singapore. And we're going to set this to soak back over here for about, set timer for 25 minutes. So hopefully that'll work. Okay, so the usual preppity prep. And I already got that. We're going to start with our garlic. See, if you tuned in last time, you saw the joyful excitement that was the garlic that I had purchased from the Asian market. I had bought, in those filled packages of garlic in little netting. And took them out and they were all bad. All of them. They were all ancient and bad. And I was unhappy. And I had to throw them out. I mean, I used, the best pieces I could find. But that was not fun. And when I went back in there, I told the guy today, I said, oh, I was in here the other day. I bought the garlic and it was all bad. He goes, oh yeah, we don't have fresh. I'm like, well, thanks. So 2 cloves of garlic. 1 and 2. Okay. So this is a Malay recipe, apparently. I believe. But Singapore, being where it is, and its history and such, is a fusion of Chinese, Indonesian, Indian, Malaysian cuisines. And from what I read, it sounds like people don't really need to learn to cook at home too much because there's so much good food available out everywhere. But that's what I read. So, I mean, I've seen all the food stalls, and this seems to be a favorite there. I asked a couple friends who live in Singapore for their advice on dishes to do, and this was one of them. The other ones that I had to wind up throwing out as options were things. There was one that was kind of like ribs. They were sort of soaking in water with the bone, which would be fine, but it's kind of messy. It doesn't work with our eating style, I guess. I have a friend who was in the Navy who spent a lot of time through various parts of Asia and spent time in Singapore. When he saw us cooking that, he says, are you doing anything with that smelly fruit that they love? And it's like, oh, durian. I don't know if you know durian. It's a big old fruit with lots of big, knobs on it. Apparently it's very, very smelly. Martina, hey there. Thank you for liking the restream. But I wanted to do that, something with durian, because, I see that available at the market. I gather that there's, like, dessert recipes, and I don't do desserts, and, I went looking for savory recipes with durian, but, I kind of gave up. So who knows, maybe when I get to Vietnam, or what else is left in this general neighborhood. Timor-Leste, that under T. We're kind of running out of, oh, and Thailand, of course, because we're slowly running out of countries. For instance, like we've done most of the Western Hemisphere. There's very little of that left. We will get to Zimbabwe on Snash 510. Thank you for the like. We will get to Zimbabwe on July 27th, when this phase of the Global Cooking Challenge will be complete. There'll be vacation, and then who knows what. I'm still figuring it out. Would I do other sovereign states that are not UN members? That's kind of dicey. The conflict states, but then how many, breakaway Russian states do you want? So I'm gonna have to figure that out. Is it Jose? Fishman, thank you for being a first-time watcher. Thank you for coming by. Really appreciate it. Bobby J, thank you for liking Restream. We are making, and I misspelled it on my thing here. Char, Kuey, Teow, the stir-fried rice noodles. So we have our 2 cloves of garlic, and here is another new purchase from today, which was soy sauce. Now, we've had soy sauce before, and we have the thin soy sauce that if you've been watching for a while, you've seen it hiding in here before. Also, the light thin soy sauce, which, I mean, again, that's how big it is. Just so you know, it's bigger than my head. We have that much left. Thank you. I'm actually getting better at it. The chopping, that is. So today it called for double black soy sauce. and I went looking for the double black soy sauce among all their many, many, many soy sauces. And I even asked the lady next to me, I said, what, do you know? I don't know. So I wound up with mushroom-flavored dark soy sauce, thusly. Mushroom-flavored dark soy sauce is what I got. Reddish-brown color. Apparently it's kind of lower in sodium, has a slightly different flavor. So we're gonna hopefully have some use in the future for this too, because this is a much bigger bottle than we're gonna need. And if I can figure out how to open the thing, that would be just groovy. Life is an eternal battle with packaging. It really is. And trying to do so without hurting yourself is always the other challenge. Yeah. I should take a picture of this so I can remember. This is where I got this. Because then it'll be like months later and go, I bought this for what country? I can't remember. Was that like a year ago? Was that 6 months ago? Jimania, thank you for the like. I'm gonna take a picture of this so I know what it is. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm taking pictures, this is for the blog. It's all posted at cliffyland.com, just added .com on the end. And I post the videos, these videos right here, the pictures, links to the original recipes, kind of reviews of how everything went, all up on the blog every Wednesday. Though this, and it will be this Wednesday. Next week's cooking, there will be a slight programming change, but we'll get to that later. Of course there has to be another layer. Why wouldn't there be another layer? Okay. And so how much of this soy sauce are we using? We are using 1 tablespoon. You know, I could kind of eyeball that, but I'm not gonna. Glug, glug, glug. It is thicker. It certainly is thicker. But there were like 100 different types of soy sauce, and nothing called double dark. I googled it. I googled for a picture of it. I saw something else, the same brand, but not the same type. So that's it. I don't know if you can see. It's you can see it's sticking the sides a little more. It's a little thicker than the soy sauce I'm used to seeing. I wonder if it smells any different. Ooh, that smells good. And it does have kind of a mushroomy kind of smell too. So that is our mushroom-flavored dark soy sauce, which we'll need to find a home for later because we're running out of space. Now, sugar, sugar, sugar. 1 teaspoon of sugar. And but no, I had to go. So I had to go to the regular grocery store for the garlic. So that was the third of 4 stops. The first stop was the Asian market, and I saw they didn't have, you know, good garlic, and I wasn't gonna buy my shrimp from them, even if they had it. So then I had to go to the regular grocery store, and I was looking for everything I need there. No, I went to the fishmonger. I got the shrimp there, then the Asian market, then the regular grocery store, and then they... I will get into that when I get to the next ingredient, because it involves some whining on my part, as if I don't do enough of that already. But one of the things I did find at the Asian market is our next item, which I could have only found there, which is Chinese link sausage. I really hope this is the right stuff. Because seeing Thai, I think I'm seeing what looks like Chinese. It says cooked sweet pork sausage flavored with fish sauce. So it's right here. I don't know if anybody... Marietta, maybe you can identify what language you're looking at there. Because I'm seeing Thai. I'm thinking that looks like Japanese to me, but maybe it's Chinese. And the other one I'm not familiar with. So in any case, we need 1 of these. And it said to peel and thinly slice the sausage here. So let me get a bag to store the rest of it. That's how I store my sugar. Hey Hector! Bobby, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. That's Thai and a bit of Chinese. Okay. Yeah, I know the Thai from the squiggles. And so I think I can tell Japanese from Chinese from looking at it. But usually I'm not too sure. But I do know anything about that store. If it's Japanese, they ain't got it. Because when I went to Cook Japan, I struck out like on all counts at that store. So, thank you, Marietta. So we are extracting our. I mean, it's sausage. We're gonna find some use for it. We'll make it in a something. Would it go in a paella? Hey, Lydia, thank you for the... Whoa! Thank you for the restream. Okay, this has got an odor. That's that fish sauce that's in there. Come on. Now, I don't understand what it meant about peel the sausage. Martina, I just saw on the news, girl in Florida periscoped and she drove home bar drunk. What an idiot. Yes. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yes, not, I mean, it could have easily been around here, but it wasn't right around here. It was on the West Coast, but yes, she went on Periscope, she named her stream something about driving drunk, and then she started streaming, and then people were like, don't do it, don't drive drunk, and da-da-da, and then apparently somebody called the cops, and then the cops said, we don't know what Periscope is, and they had to, like, download the app. And then from the app, they saw, you know, whatever, and so then they found her and arrested her and posted her video on the police's Facebook page. Great publicity for the streaming community there. Not that, you know, we haven't seen nonsensical things happen on Meerkat. I'm gonna wash my hands here. Yeah, somebody's streaming Mix the News. And I need to clean up the counter. Something got on here. Okay, so I don't know what it meant about peel the sausage, to be completely frank, but I guess we're gonna. Because that's what it said. By the way, this particular recipe comes from Savour. Oh, actually, no, I should take a picture of that so I can document. But from Savour, someone posted, I was looking for Singaporean recipes, and one of my Singaporean friends suggested this dish, and I found it on the Savour. So I hope, I mean, I don't think there's too much difference. It was between this and this other beef stir fry. But there was something about that threw me off. Even though it used the, was it cat mantis or whatever? This kind of very syrupy kind of thing that we have sitting there that I need to find another use for. Okay, well that's what the peeling was about. So let's thinly slice that. Okay, we're gonna land this over here. Knife. The local pigeon. Hey there, how you doing? Thank you for coming by. We are cooking one more time. Char, Kuey, Teow. Stir-fried rice noodles. For Singapore. This is night 3 of 3. Said thinly sliced, so that's what I'm doing. Yes, so I got the shrimp. Which is, you know, not all the way from over there, but rather from the Carolinas, not too far. They try to get as locally caught as possible at the fishmonger, so I like them for that. It said medium shrimp, so these are kind of large, but they're close enough to medium. So it's about half a pound of shrimp, and this is one sausage. So it's gonna be that with the noodles and the pretty much it. So we've got our sliced sausage here, and Then we're gonna have our mung bean sprouts. Again, the Asian market guy, not really helpful. So I got the sausage. I need to wash this off. But they had soybean sprouts and they had the other sprouts, and so these are these. Hey, Rob! Howdy! How you doing? Good seeing you. You were on Kathy's stream, and just as you were about to cameo, I got a call. So I didn't get to see any of it. Boo! I got to see it, I didn't get to hear it, because I was busy talking to somebody. Nice lady with some issues. But don't we all? Okay. So, we're gonna have our 4 ounces of our mung bean sprouts. I'm hoping, again, that these are... I assume that, you know, regular bean sprouts are the mung bean sprouts in question. They are over here. Ta-da! Bean sprouts in a bag. I feel like making a oh, it's okay. It was 60 seconds of rambling. LOL. Well, I was just wondering. Oh, but as I was mentioning, the folks at Meerkat, they sent me, just as that stream was going on, they sent me a video, and it was so nice. They took my feeds, where I had the sunglasses and all, and they made like a whole promo video for me, which was so freaking nice. It was so sweet, and I posted it on the Facebook page. But I was having all this trouble posting it on Twitter. It's like it wasn't accepting any format, and I was thinking I need to get ready for my stream. I don't have time to be futzing with this. 4 ounces of this. So, but it was really nice. Love sprouts. Well, now we got them. Yay! You know, I've never actually cooked with these before. Not in any kind of fresh way, anyway. Not that I know of. So, this could be kind of a first for me. I mean, I've eaten them before, obviously. 3 ounces. Getting there, almost. Almost. Okay. I know I don't have to be exact. No one in the world is ever exact on this kind of thing. Okay. It's just the OCD in full effect. I love sprouts. I saw the video. Very cool video indeed. Thank you, Marietta. Yeah, I was thinking I need, like, what else can I post that on? I mean, I could do it on the Tumblr, but you know, that kind of, well, I guess I could. And then Instagram. I don't know if Pinterest is the place for it, but bean sprouts. But it was so nice, and it was just, you know, it was a lovely thing to do, you know, and engendering community and all that good stuff. So, we've got our bean sprouts and now scallions. Now it said chives or scallions, and I know they're not the same. We have some scallions, aka green onions, that we got earlier, but 6 of them seems an awful lot. Because, I mean, it just does. It seems like an awful lot. Because the chives I know are such smaller. Oh, what's the Facebook name? Oh yes, just go to search for Cliffyland, the Global Cooking Challenge, and you'll find it right there. I posted it to the top of the page. You can like the page while you're at it. I think I liked Funky Fairy from the Cliffyland page, in addition to, you know, probably from my own page too, just to cross promote. So, yay, Funky Fairy! 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, these aren't as big as the Guatemalan ones that we had the other day, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we can count. Look at that, Ma. 6. Okay, so we got our 6 scallions, and it said to chop those into 2-inch cuts. So that is what we're gonna do. Of course, losing the ends there. Have to remember which bowl is the one for trash. Okay. It looks a lot like the bowl with the, that. So, actually, that wasn't even the one. Shows you how much I know. Okay. So, 2 inch. And again, Marietta, your little... Since I have no concept, I miss Singapore. In love with a one. Oh, well, you can have a taste of it here, I guess. Just so I can get... Since I am so dumb, I don't have an idea as to how long, you know, lengths are. Marietta recommended this great little, what's it called? The Obsessive Chef cutting board, which has got, like, you know, measurements and everything on it. And I probably should be cutting on it right now. That would be a smart thing to do. Only problem with it's a little small. But here we go. So 2 inch cuts. 1, 2. And here. Alrighty. And so this is all. Of course, I'm just doing all the prep work ahead of time because it all goes really quickly. Singapore. I haven't been. My folks have been, and I have friends there, and I know other people who've been also. It looks lovely. Big old surfboard building. I have my global traveling friend who I keep referring to, he got the Guinness record for going to the most countries in the world without flying. He went to all of them. He really hates modern architecture with a purple passion, so he didn't really care for that. Awesome. Sorry, had a 30-second breakaway to watch MK Cooking Superstar. You are so sweet, Rob. Okay. Okay, so we have our scallions cut. And here comes the moment of truth. I'm going to clean this since I'm not going to need it anymore. And wow, this is such a fast cook that, you know, I thought I was, since I'm the slowest prep cook in the world, that, you know, scheduling at 6, I'd be okay. That's an awesome video. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, thank them. That was really nice of them. And they were like, oh, you know, do whatever you want to with it. Share it, don't share it. It's up to you, no strings attached. And I'm like, well, that's just so delightful. So that was my happy thing for the day. Because again, 4 stores. Oh, shoot, that's right. I have one more thing to do. And this one involves the gloves. See, I said that I had to go to 4 stores for one silly little dish. So again, shrimp at the fishmongers, second to the Asian market, and then they didn't have some stuff, so I had to go to the regular grocery store to buy the garlic, because, you know, the Asian market's garlic was crap. And then I thought, well, I will have one more ingredient. I'm sure they'll have it at the grocery store, the Publix. Now, think about, I mentioned where we live. We live on an island. And it's a, you know, drawbridges, you know, hither and yon to get onto the mainland. And the island that we're on, I swear to you, I am the only person who is not a non-Hispanic white who lives on this entire airline. Haircut again, yes. Yes, last week, it was a... The haircut experience is okay, well, but that's a different story. Any case, I will learn to put on a pair of gloves. But I swear, I am the only person who's not, like, you know, white on this island. In fact, there's a website called City Data, city-data.com. I highly recommend it. I spotted it first. But city-data.com, if you're in the U.S., you can find out any information about any city, town, zip code that you're in, demographical data, how, you know, how much people earn, what jobs they tend to have, what the median price is, you know, how many rainy days they have, anything you'd ever want to know. And when I searched for my for my town, my zip code, like my actual zip code, I mean, it was like all white, and then there's like a teeny little trim, like, you know, 0.0001%, you know, Hispanic, and I was like, that was me. So Right. Drink driving really stupid girl. Yes. So here's the thing. So if I go off the island, you're just over a bridge, which is like a quarter-mile away. There's a concentrated Guatemalan community over there. Okay, I'm leaving rubber gloves going on. I'm getting cold sweats. Anthony Gilmore, hey there. But in any case, so there, I had to go there to buy the dried chilies because, it was so bad. I went to the grocery store here, and I said, where are your dried chilies? And they didn't know. They didn't know what a dried chili was. They were pointing me to like chili powder and stuff, and I was thinking, no, that's not, no, I mean dried chilies. They're usually on a pegboard, in little plastic bags. Try the ethnic food aisle. It's like, oh my god, no. It's like the whitest grocery store in the freaking universe. So, I had to like make the fourth trip to the Latin market to buy these are chili arbol limpio, arbol chili pods. Arbol means tree, which is, so, but in English I saw them called chiles de arbol. So if you're looking, that's what they are, and that's what they look like. And they're dried, and I need the scissors again. Now for this I'm going to need how many? Only 3 of them. And they're going to need to, oh, that reminds me. I need to get some water boiling front high. Because these chilies are going to get ripped to shreds and boiled. Hey, fly friends, hello there. Thank you for the like and the restream. So, I really hope I didn't have these. I mean, I have so many dried chilies already, like so many different kinds, because back when I cooked Mexico, I mean, when I've done most of Latin America already. Any ones that involve chilies that did them. And when I made that mole for Mexico, which is way before Meerkat, but that was one of the most astounding things I've ever made, if I do say so myself. It took all day, from morning until, dinner. It would have been the longest Meerkat stream in the world. And if I'd been live, you would have seen me, like, on that floor, in fetal position, crying. Because it involved, like, 100 different items, like, 5 different dried chilies, tomatoes and tomatillos and onions and peppers, and then I had to burn them. I mean, burn them, like smoke everywhere, purposely burn. And then blend them and strain them and boil them, and it took all day, but it was the tastiest thing, and it was so tasty I wound up going through the whole routine another time for guests, just because they were so good. So, mole. So if someone wants mole, oh my goodness, my mom wrote, yes, you have great memories of Singapore. Yeah, so if anyone wants to come over and have mole, just DM me if you're in the area. I will make my mole, because it was really, really good. So here we have our dried chiles de árbol, right here. Mom figured out how to type on there. Anne-Marie, yes. So, but that mole was so good. And when I had I'm waiting for my water to boil. When I had the second time at dinner, mole is delicious. Yes, it was. When I did it for Mexico, I mean, that's really all I could do that day, because my head was coming apart. Because I had to strain it. Once I had it all blended, I had to strain it and then try to get the liquid out, and it wasn't straining. I was like pushing it through, and that wasn't working, and it was sweating, and I had to go out and catch a deep breath. It was, what kind of mole was it? Oh my god. I don't remember the exact name. But it was, with all these different chilies, and, go to clufyland.com, search the Mexico post, you'll have a good laugh. But it was really tasty. Austin, hey, thanks for the restream. It was super, super, super tasty, and it was so good. Doing well, thank you, Austin. It was so tasty, like I said, I made it for dinner party, like, months later, and, since for when I cooked Mexico, I hadn't done, this other stuff, I decided to go whole hog, and I made, like, real authentic Mexican rice and real authentic Mexican refried beans, and they were better than I have had in any restaurant. It was so good. I couldn't believe that I did this, and I had friends, so they could be an evidence. Alzi, hey, thank you for liking the restream. You forgot to do your mindful breathing. Oh no, that's a tea kettle. Okay. So, our boiling water on our chiles de árbol. And we're gonna let them soak there for about 5 minutes. Which we got plenty of time. Because I said before that this is a really fast cook. And I am really slow prep cook. So, my prep is 99% done except for one key little factor, which we're gonna see in a moment. Might as well get that started while I wait the 5 minutes. The 5 minutes for that, and I need to get the broiler. So I need to turn the broiler on. Never done this part before. That involves the broiler. 5 minutes, eh? So, gotta let that soak. So, while that soaks, this is the part I'm procrastinating about. Okay, mindful breathing. Tai Chi. Okay, if I do that too long, it's gonna like catch into the copyright thing and then YouTube will be upset. Foil. Aluminum foil. Here is the fun part. There's also a simple version of mole for when you don't want to do all that hard work. Yeah, I really wanted to do difficult though, and I'm glad I did. The one I really want to do, which is on my bucket list, is Rick Bayless, you know, the super chef. He dedicated his life to learning authentic Mexican cooking. He lived in Mexico, and he wound up winning the first Top Chef Masters. For Top Chef Masters, he made his mole. And if you watch the show, he was going crazy because he said, no, you can't do it with just any other peppers. You have to do it these chili peppers. And he hunted all over high and low to find these chili peppers. And I said, I want to make that one, if I can find those chili peppers. So I have his recipe sitting there, which someday I will try. Because now that I know the steps for that. But this. What are you making that requires chiles de árbol? This is the, Char Teow, a stir-fried rice noodles. Yes, I know, it was really odd that it was asking for what I would think of, Mexican or, Latin American chilies, but this is what it asked for. This is from Savor. The recipe is from Savor, so this is the recipe I found for it. Should be good. Okay, I'm procrastinating because this part always gets me. Spoon. Me freaked out. Aluminum foil. Broiler. Can you guess? Yes, my friends. Yeah, Chris Bayless is amazing. He is. I went to the Frontera Grill in Chicago, and that really was the best Mexican food ever. Okay, here we go. Salted shrimp paste. Shrimp paste. Do you know the shrimp paste? Because, I do. Tastes really good when it's cooked. But it's all about the... How many minutes? Yeah, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Hey, Kathy. Thank you for the restream. It's about the smell. Hold your noses. Oh, there it hit me. It smells like what it looks like. Yeah, stinky indeed. So we're getting a tablespoon of the dried shrimp paste. I never thought I would look at that. I'm almost done with this jar of shrimp paste. When I first used it for Brunei, back in letter B, if you would have told me I would like get through a whole bunch of it. Anthony, thank you for coming by. and sleep well, and enjoy Worcester. So smelly. I don't really need the gloves for this part, but I will for that part. Okay, the premise here, I'm gonna need a second spoon, is to take our shrimp paste and put it on this piece of foil. Oh, the smell. Usually when I put it out, to set it out, I cover it in plastic so it doesn't stink up the rest of my world. But this time, there's no avoiding it. In fact, it specifically says da-da-da-da-da until fragrant. And I'm thinking, it's plenty fragrant already. Thank you very much. So, yeah. Kathy, yeah, ooh. Okay. Picture of this. Because we're going to take this and make a packet. Didn't say how many pieces of foil or how to fold it over, just said make a packet. So we're making a packet for the smelly shrimp paste. On a small piece of foil. Well, it's not that small. Set broiler to high heat packet until fragrant. About 8 minutes. Favorite meal to cook. That's a tough one, but I'll give it a shot when I put that in there. So it's gonna be 8 minutes. You know what? I need to put this on something. Okay. Or favorite food. Wow. That's really tricky, because there's been so many countries now. Stuff has gone so far. Initially, I would have said my favorite was General African or West African, because it was the stuff with which I was sort of most unfamiliar. But I've had it so many times. I really, really love it, but there's so much else that I love. I would, like with European stuff, every time I face European food, I always tend to go, European, you know, that's so ordinary. But then I went on making stuff and go, oh my god, that was so good. So it changes. It changes. Cyprus is my first big wow dish for me. Although the Afghanistan, the very first one, was really good. The most recently, the beef stroganoff, I know that sounds boring, but it was not boring. From Russia was really, really good. So those are a couple ones off the top of my head. The Mongolian was really good too, because that was crazy. Because I cooked with rocks. Actual garden rocks. I went out to the hardware store and I bought rocks. So, and I heated them up to like 1,000,000 degrees and then put the meat in with the rocks and then just stuck it in the oven for like 5 hours, which would not have been a good, interesting stream, but it was a really good vlog. So, here we have our 3 chilies here, and we're going to shred them. Yes? Yes, yes, yes. Tell me yes. Tear it to pieces. Rip you to shreds. I'm gonna rip you to shreds. Tearing. Not so much with the tearing. Okay. So, okay, let's get violent. Rawr! Now, it didn't say anything about what to do with the seeds. It didn't say to, like, take the seeds out or anything. I mean, my first inclination would be to take the seeds out. I'm good with hot. I'm good with hot food, though. Speaking of favorite foods, I've told the story before. Bhutan, that it was so crazy hot that it recalibrated my system from not being able to take hot food to, hey, hit me with the native Thai. So, this is that sort of shredded, kind of. Everything you mentioned sounds delicious. It's been really great. It really has been. And now, you know, I was just doing one dish a week, but now I'm doing, you know, like 2 and 3. Thanks to you fine folks. I wonder what having an audience will do. No, the first time was like when I was in China, I was cooking China. I said, well, I can't do China in one night. And the stuff seems, I would keep in the seeds. Thank you, Marietta. Because China, I was thinking, there's no way that, you know, I mean, China with, you know, 1,000,000 different cuisines and 1,000 different dishes. And, you know, how can I possibly do that in one night? Remember, that was the letter C. So that was kind of early. So I said, oh, I'll do one dish one night and one dish the second night. And the idea that I was doing 2 dishes, you know, everyone was like, Cliff is doing 2 things now? If you look at my blog, you'll see when I was doing Albania, which was like week 2, I did my 1 dish, which was really horrible. And then I said, oh, I'm doing a salad. I can cope with doing a salad too. That's like how advanced it got. And the salad was, you know, a basic, you know, Mediterranean salad, which is good. Okay. So here goes. Ugh, God, these seeds. See, this is the problem. And notice that I'm touching them with my fingers. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands. Still not smelling fragrant on the shrimp paste, but that is gonna get mixed in with these chilies right here to make a paste, which is gonna go in some receptacle of sorts. How about you? So we still have a couple more minutes on the noodles, which is okay, and that can't be right. What did I set that for? Not 7 hours. Well, 2 more minutes. So that's gonna get mixed in with this, and then we'll be ready to start cooking. But I really can't until kind of the husband gets home, because I don't want it to be ready and he's not here yet. How often do you do the stream? Now I'm doing it 2 to 3 times a week. I always do Tuesdays, and this is where the programming change for next week comes in. But normally I always do Tuesdays. Lately I've been doing Fridays and then Sundays, depending on travel schedule and whatever. So like last week, the previous week we were traveling, so I did like a Thursday and Tuesday, and then like a Friday and Tuesday, but this week I did Friday, Sunday, and Tuesday. So it's usually 2 to 3 times a week, and usually starting around, you know, 5 or 6 Eastern time to, you know, about 8 o'clock Eastern time, if you want the general idea. There's the fragrant, and boy is it fragrant. 7. Oh boy. I hope I can get that smell out of the house. It's, you know, smell-o-vision. You know, remember was that movie Polyester? John Waters movie Polyester? They handed out everyone the smell-o-vision cards as you walked in, and then the scene would come up and they'd take number 1, scratch now, and you'd scratch, and they'll here's some roses, and you go, ah, roses, and they go, and then it was something else smelled like something horrible. It's like, ah. We still have one of those cards hermetically sealed in a bag, you know, in a box somewhere, to make sure the smell doesn't get anywhere. But now it's here. Okay. It's plenty fragrant enough already. Thank you. Okay. Let me get some something to pull that out of there with. Okay. Off. Yowza. Stand back. It's a dangerous packet of smelliness. Yay. Okay. Whoa, my God, that is strong. Oh my God. Do not, yeah. You should have put on the barbecue outside LOL. Yeah. I think I should let that cool some. Nothing. I can kind of touch it. Okay. So here goes. I've cooked with shrimp paste before, but this business of heating it up is new on me. Whoa. Okay. Looks like what it smells like. Yeah. Okay. We can do this. Okay. I need to take a picture of this. Okay. Hold your breath and... okay. We get it off. There are things that look like what they smell and things that don't look like what they smell, and this looks like what it smells like what it looks like. Yes, it does. Okay. So we're gonna mash these two things together. Hey, Junior, thank you for liking the restream. Anne Marie, thank you. I try to bring the funny at the expense of my olfactory. Okay. So it said with your knife to smash. I think I need. Okay, back to my other implement here. To smash it with the knife, and I don't know what the knife has to do with it, but now it's all over the knife. Oy, oy, oy. It would have been better in a bowl. It said to put it on the cutting board. It probably should have been a video to go along with this. But thankfully, now I've touched it. We're going to incorporate it into a smooth paste is the idea. It's just really funny. It's funny that it just kind of goes against, you know, what your natural instinct is. You want to, like, your instinct is to just run away. Scrape it off your shoe and just leave it outside. But I know that the flavor it gives to the food is really very, very good. This delicious umami flavor, which you really can't, well, you can get it with other stuff, but it all smells the same way. Very fermented, very ripe. Hola, hey Dashi. I think the mortar and pestle would be more suitable for this part. Yeah, I would have thought so too. Wouldn't be easier with the blender or something. Yeah, it's actually working amazingly. I mean, it is truly incorporated. It's also incorporated into the knife. But no, it is it has kind of worked. Believe it or not. I mean, either way, if it was a mortar and pestle, it would be all over the mortar and pestle. So there we have it. Boy. Just try not to get both hands involved. Good gosh almighty. But no, it did incorporate as promised, so gotta hand it to them. That well, you would think the mortar and pestle, and it did get on my fingers. Yay. But it worked. It worked. Believe it or not, it worked. But there's going to be a lot of cleaning. Vicky Icky, hey there. Chalbong, hello. Carrie, hello. Vicky Icky, thank you for the like. And I will scroll back to see who I missed. So here's our very smelly shrimp paste and chili paste that we have now made, and now we need to clean and disinfect. You can watch. I'll be right back, and then I will scroll through and see what I missed. Wow. Wow. Whoa. Yes, I hear you. I heard you, 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 I heard you. Okay. Weed? Life weed? I love the flags. I could name them. Oh golly gee, they're really small. Greece, Tonga, UK. It's hard to see. And North Korea and St. Kitts and Nevis, and boy, those are very tiny. Okay. Okay. Obviously I'm missing a joke somewhere. Oh no, there's more. Be gone with thee. Away. Do not darken this doorstep again. Okay. Okay, and I promise I will go and see your comments in 1 second here. You know, it doesn't smell so bad now. Maybe I've gotten used to it. Putting the blender wouldn't release the same flavors. It wouldn't ever get out of the blender. There isn't that much, so it would just be stuck at the bottom. Okay, now we're writing in Russian or backwards? Or upside down. Cool, learned a new trick. Vicky, thanks for the restream. Carrie, thank you for the restream. Dashi, well, not big enough. Not enough. Putin vodka. Okay, I'm definitely missing something. Okay, now, our our husband should be home. He definitely should be home. We have our rice noodles have been soaking. Now they are definitely soft enough. You're very talented to cook, my friend. Thank you, Austin. I very much appreciate that. I'm trying. So I'm going to drain this, and I think I'm going to use the colander, because knowing me, it would all wind up going down the drain. You need to teach me. That's quite the compliment. Thank you. So, the rice noodles, it said to have them fresh, and I didn't have them fresh, and I looked up, you know, since I got them dried, and so these are now been soaked for 25 minutes, so let's drain you. So we got them ready when we need them, so they seem soft enough. Soft enough for stir fry. Because it said for stir fry 20 to 25 minutes of soaking in water. So I really hope that that does it. Because I know that they cook in 1 to 2 minutes. So here's the thing. Someone isn't home yet. So the steps are going to be... Now, I don't have a wok. I have a skillet. I need to have a wok, but I don't have a wok. I don't really have room for a wok either, but that's a different story. Running out of room. Someone gave us for our wedding a... not a chafing dish, like a roasting dish, but it's like... And really, the thing is, like, that big and that high. I mean, it's, you know, like that. And, I guess you can do like a whole turkey in it or something. And I think he said that, you know, oh, when him and his ex-wife, when they were divorcing, that was this thing was the, you know, thing that they were arguing over the most, and which is an odd thing to say when you're giving it as a wedding gift. But you've never used it. It's so big. We had to just put it in the attic. So someday when I need to roast a turkey or... Ooh, that's it. After I finish everything, I'll do a big Puerto Rican meal. I'll do a whole roast pork. Maybe it'll go in there. Have enough people to cook for. Have a big party. Family said they would come from Puerto Rico for this. Okay. Might as well get my oil out. Oh, yeah, wait, it's not too home. Timer off. we want 3 tablespoons of peanut oil here. It's crazy. Usually some nights I'm so late and I'm so slow on things, and then there's today where if I started cooking now, it would be done in like 5 minutes. So, because that's how fast this cooks. So we're looking for 3 tablespoons of peanut oil. 1 tablespoon. 2 tablespoons. 3 tablespoons of peanut oil. Do you make pernil? I would like to try. Let's put it that way. I'd like to try. When I cooked Cuba, that was kind of a grand embarrassment because, you know, being Puerto Rican and growing up in Miami with all the Cuban, and so like Cubano a la fuerza, you know, they say Cuban by force. I really wanted to do a good job, but it was really early in the alphabet and I didn't really know any basics. And so I got the roast pork, and I couldn't get a whole pig because I only cooked for 2 people, and I knew there'd be leftovers, so I got like X amount of it, and it was supposed to be slow and low, and I put it in, and it wasn't ready, and an hour later it wasn't ready, and I tried to heat it up faster, and it was just sad. And I tried to make Cuban bread, and boy, that was my second giant baking fail. So I wish Cuba had come further ahead in the alphabet, so it wouldn't have been such a disaster. It was really sad in the beginning. Like all the Latin American countries were the ones where I was like falling down on, which was embarrassing me. I mean, now when I got to Nicaragua, that was great. You know, not like I knew something, but the dangers of being early in the alphabet. See, Zimbabwe is gonna have like all of my at that point 4 years of knowledge, all in it. Okay, last thing I need to set out while we wait is an egg. When I cooked the Hainanese chicken rice. Hey, Tammy, thank you for the restream. When I cooked the Hainanese, I believe I hope I get the pronunciation. I hope I'm not mangling these things terribly. Chicken rice. One of the videos I saw, I talked about cooking it overnight is the trick to it. Oh, okay. Well, I can understand that. There's a funny picture of my folks in the, hey Tammy, in the, when either before I was born or I was a little kid, they were at some big party. And there's like a whole series of these photographs. So the party started at some time in the afternoon. You see it's bright daylight, and you see the women sitting around, this is the 60s, the men sitting around, you know, chatting, and the women chatting, and then the men going to get the roast pork, and they put the pig on the spit, and then they put it down, and then you see it getting later and the sun going down, and then it's deeper, and then they're like basically putting it in the fire. You know, it's like it's not ready yet. It's been hours. It's not ready yet. And then looked like it was like midnight or something by the time it was ready. So, yes. So our egg. Now I need to find out where... Oh my god. Oh my god. Get here. Is he here yet? He's almost here. Okay. Is he almost here? He's not almost here. Oh my god. Where are you? Oh dear. Oh dear, dear, dear. Killing time. Killing time. Yeah, that's interesting. If you have any questions, you know, hit me because, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, it's gonna, yeah. I should let him know. Dinner is going to be early, period. Maybe he'll get that. I hope. Yeah, because I don't want to be sitting around. Ah, embarrassment! Live TV, people. Live TV. So, wow. So Friday we did the Hainanese chicken rice, and one of the recipes I said talked about putting an egg in it, and it talked about putting the egg in, and then putting it in whole, and then just kind of, you know, raking it over to, you know, break the yolk. But this is saying to put it in and not touch it, and then mixing it up. once it starts to set. But that came out really well. And then on Sunday, we did the chili crab, the Singaporean chili crab, which we couldn't get the Dungeness crab or the mud crab. We used soft shell crab, which apparently you can use, and we got it. It was imported in from, of all places, Myanmar. Long way to come for a crab. And frozen. And it came out spectacularly well. It was really, really good. We just ate it all up. Ooh, that reminds me. I can use the oven. I made those Chinese buns, the mantou, and they came out really well. But one of the problems with them was that I put them, no one told me, I was putting them too close together in the steamer, so they didn't really expand sideways. Well, they did, but they kind of bumped into each other. But they were really, really good. And I had some as leftovers for lunch, and they were spectacular when I heated them up in the oven. So I think I'm going to do that now. Might as well serve that along with this. They were steamed before, they'll be baked now. He probably thought at least until 8, lol. I know, that's what it's been. It's been like, oh honey, dinner will be over at 7:30. It's like 8 o'clock. It's like, I'm hungry. So now, you know, and then he figures, oh, well, I can go to the gym or something. It's like, oopsie doopsie. This is, by the way, Chinese folk dance suite 1, Lion Dance, energetically, by the Qinyanling, Lan Shui, and Singapore Symphony, in case you're wondering. Oh, but these buns are good, except for the parts where the paper stuck to them. That, other than that, oh, you know that, the fingernails on the chalkboard? That's what's happening to me. It's affecting my gums. Yeah. Don't want to eat paper. There. And yeah, I'm gonna heat these up in the oven. Preheat to 350. And those will cook for 10 minutes. Because when I had them, they were just ridiculously good. Benarm, thank you for the restream. J Fry Official, hey, thank you for the restream. Again, this is the Global Cooking Challenge, country number 155 of 193 UN member states, cooking our way around the world from Afghanistan to Zimbabwe to learn to cook. This third night of 3 of cooking the food of Singapore. And tonight we're doing a Char Teow. I hope I get the pronunciation right. Stir-fried noodles. What I'm doing here is killing time, because the husband thought that probably dinner was going to be later, as it has been, instead of earlier. And these are the mantou, the Chinese steamed buns that we made on Friday. They were really, really good, and I'm going to heat them up again for dinner tonight, since the oven is free, and I am just kind of ready to go, and that. So let me get some foil, put these on. And I'm going to take out the baking dish out of here. Put these on there without burning my hands, without without burning my hands. Okay. When 10 minutes to go, that's when I'll put it in. And I'm going to get my skillet out for, I don't need this right now, for the actual cooking. Again, I don't have a wok. I need a wok. So, instead we'll use a skillet. And that. Any questions you have, feel free to ask. This would be the time, because right now I am waiting. Waiting while we cook. So we have, the shrimp is in the fridge on ice. We have our, wasn't that Sunday? Oh, maybe it was Sunday. My head is all... No, yeah, it was Sunday. Thank you, Martina. My head is just not there. Chinese sausage. I think you need the kitchen. Mine, I need your kitchen. Mine is tiny. Yeah, like I said, I lucked out with this because when we got the place, I had no idea that I was going to be cooking. I was still in the, you know, I don't cook, 30 years exile from the kitchen thing. And so I didn't cook. And I said, oh, that's a lovely kitchen. Someone else will enjoy it when we sell it. But then what do you know? Here I'm cooking, and it's really great. And it's really it's actually kind of rather small, but it's very, you know, efficient, which is very nice. When a place we lived in before, the kitchen was so small, which is perfect for someone who didn't cook. It was, I mean, you could touch it like this, you know, like pretty much, you know, both hands. Yet it took me 6 months to like paint it because I'm so slow at things. Like this. So where are you from? What's going on? Who's new? I know there's plenty of regulars going on here. While we sit around and kill time. Let's see, is there an update? Updated location? Hit me with a new location. Come on, you can do it. Locating. Is that Facebook tracking? Okay, we are where? Okay, we are kind of close. Okay, I think I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna get started. It's far enough away that I think I can swing it. Here goes nothing, people. Here goes. Okay. This is not a drill. Okay. How am I going to do this? That's not a good place for you. Because, I need that for dropping things. Okay. I will put you over here. Oh, hey, Maribel. Thank you for coming by. Anna, it is. Anna, hello, thank you for coming by. Yes, okay, we have been doing all the prep. Thank you for liking the restream. On our, one more time, Char, Kuey, Teow, our stir-fried rice noodles. So we're heating up our skillet and heating our peanut oil. The Great White North here. Yeah. Right now I'm kind of envying the Great White North. This morning, I got up at 5 in the morning again to go run. I did my 10 miles this morning before sunrise. The weather was actually nice. It was cool. It was actually like 69 degrees, which was insane. And I was thinking, oh, that's really great. Oh, it was so great. But by the time it was noon, it was feels like 95 and blazing sun. So I still, because I like to run during the day, but I just can't when it's Florida. You know, there's only like 2 months I can do that. So I was frustrated. I could do with a little cold and snow. Not too much, just a little. Of course, when I was living in Columbus, I was singing a different tune. So first thing to go into here. But let me mark things off with my pen so I know where I'm at. Okay, the paste is going to go first, and that is going to be even more smelly than it already is. Okay. You paste. I think we need a spoon for you. Okay. How hot are we getting? And I apologize about the white balance. It's just the feature of the front camera on the iPhone. Maybe the next the 6S will solve that issue. I know the front camera is upgraded on that. On that. Okay. Camera. Okay. And camera. Where's the camera? Camera. Okay. So first we're gonna go with the paste. It's 50 here. I could do it 50. I can run I can run really well in 50. Anything down to like about, you know, wind chill of like 0, I think I can go. But anything that's where I stop. I wear my tights and all that stuff too, but not so good when you want to go out to dinner or walk around and have a life. Okay, so we're gonna stir fry you for just a minute. This is the paste with the shrimp paste and the chili de árbol. So quickly stir frying you, about a minute. You know what I should do? I should put on a timer. Stopwatch. Get an idea since I have no concept of time. Go! And go. Don't mind. Okay. Looking for about a minute in here of this. And once that's in there for a minute, then we got the garlic. And that's going to go really quick too. And is it Anna? Great White North Where? Great Hill. Okay, that's a little too high. Okay, a minute's up. Garlic going in. Burning. Ow, splattering. Owie, ow. Few seconds on the garlic. Let me get this sauce. The shrimp out. And the sausage. So it's just until it's golden. It said. Next, we're going to have our shrimp, which has been cleaned, deveined, and detailed, and all that good stuff. Splatter. And that's the shrimp, and this is the sausage. Going in. And then we're gonna, it's about 1 minute. It said until barely pink, flipping once. About a minute. At this point I'm gonna put my buns in the oven. For 34. Okay. 64 here, southwestern Ontario. Oh, that's pretty cold. And it gets hot there in the summer, too. I always thought that anything north of, you know, like if I went like a few blocks north, it would be colder. I'd always dream of anywhere it's colder. Did not know it didn't work that way. I was on a phone tech support call with someone in Toronto. One time I said, oh, it must be cold. No, it's really hot. And it was just as hot as where I was. And I said, that's not fair. You get really cold winters, you should at least get cool summers. Oh, yes, that's right. You were so many whatever from the lake. We're discussing that. Yay! Hello. flip you. Okay, so barely pink, that is about right. So we're going to break the noodles apart with the fingers and add to skillet. Illinois, 4 hours south of Chicago. Ah, okay. This is a very, very fast cook. Okay, and break apart with the fingers. It's not breaking apart. It is not breaking apart. This is where a wok comes in handy. Hey, Ben. Tammy, thank you. Thanks for coming by. Okay. Okay. Trying to get you in. Okay, here comes the rest. We're gonna add the soy sauce. Soy sauce. And the sugar. Add served dinner. Yes, that's totally cool. And cook until the noodles are heated through, about 1 minute. Okay. Okay. Said once they were soaked, I soaked them for the 25 minutes. And I know that they cook very quickly. Big old mess. Do you have any paper towels for me? Thank you. Hope I didn't get anything on the strap. Okay. Social media. Hey, thank you for liking the restreams. Hector, thank you for the like. So once this is heated through, then comes the next tricky part, which is always, for me, an egg. Dealing with an egg. It's always tricky. Because I can't crack an egg without making a mess. Okay. Okay. I hope that's, well, we can find out. See how. Hey, Mimi. Good. Oh my god, that chili is hot. Chili is hot. Hot, 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 burning hot, and not the heat kind. Okay, egg, make a well in the middle, crack egg into well, do not touch, coming through. Okay, let that cook for about 45 seconds without stirring until the white is starting to Rain's fan, hey there Homestead, how are things going down there? We are making our Char Teow, our stir-fried noodles. So we're letting that sit until the white is half set, which says about 35 seconds. Beautiful dark coloring. That looks good already. Good. Good. My God, the leaving the moves in the seeds in hot. Made for the spicy. There's definitely not a lack of spice today. Okay. And white half set. Okay, that's time. So add the sprouts and the scallions. Here go the sprouts. And here come the scallions. Really need a wok for this. And stir. Making a mess all over the kitchen. We'll definitely need to be A, getting a wok, and B, sweeping the floor. So and stir until the everything incorporated in the sprouts and the scallions have started to wilt. And now I turned it down too low. Yummy! Thank you, Carrie. Smells yummy. This may be like the two China dishes, and then this, which is, you know, Chinese, Malay, maybe, in origin. So this may be like our third stir fry. Which is why I don't have a wok, because I haven't had really need for it, save for then. Okay, waiting for the wilting to happen. The buns are in the oven. We're reheating the buns. We have 3 left. Waiting for wilting action. Might as well take the time to sample some. Tongs might work better for mixing that. That makes sense. Oh my god. What? It's very spicy. Very spicy. It is rude to invite myself to dinner, LOL. Well, how fast can you get here? Amtrak? Does Amtrak serve Ontario? Or take the Canadian rail line to Amtrak? Via rail. Ow. Dinner time. Boom. Boom, 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 bomb, diggity, boom. Started to wilt. Well, the started to is the key. Little bit of wilting action. Tongs. You said tongs. Tongs are very smart. Suggestion. A noodle wrapped. Look at that. A noodle wrapped itself around. There. Okay. Oops, sorry. Did we get tongs? Okay. Tongs. Good suggestion there. David, Dorian, hey, my man. Betsy, hey there, hi there. Thank you for being a first-time watcher. Reed, I think that's Reed. Betsy, thank you for liking the restream. Wow. Need some shrimp. Now, allegedly, this serves 2, which is very, very rare to see a recipe that serves 2. So that made me jump for joy. I will make that look prettier later. Off the heat. No, via rail. Ah. What did you say?
Via rail.
Yes. The husband lived near Canada, so he knew more about that than moi. Okay, someone looks like someone's gotten more of the shrimp. Okay, let's move me over to get a better look over here. Okay. Since the shrimp were all hanging out at the bottom of the plate, or the pan. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Evenly distributing the shrimp. There were exactly 12 shrimp. In case you didn't see that fly by. Messy. Okay. Now to try to make this look more presentable. Hey, Betsy, Betsy. Okay. Paper towels. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The other day, Rob was having a contest to see how many times he could make the Twitter sound go on my iPad. I think this is the one that's going to get the picture. OMG, that looks great. Thank you. Looks delicious, Anne-Marie. Thank you. What type of noodles? These are rice noodles. Thick rice noodles. In this case, these. Bonfo. These are dried. I had to soak them for 25 minutes. Cyderex, thank you for the restream. Hope I caught everybody. It starts to go very quickly at the end here. Marietta, thank you. Don't forget the buns in the oven. Thank you! My God, thank you. Okay. Thank you. That would have been really sucky. Okay. That's an awesome Cheyenne. I'm gonna put these on here just because. I tell you, these buns are dangerous. They are so good. They were good steamed, but they're even better, you know, baked. I'm gonna take the picture without first. And now you get to see our, what is it again? Char Kuey Teow, stir-fried noodles. Thank you. So there we go. And that is night 3 of Singapore. Buns, yes. Night 3 of Singapore. So that does it for Singapore. Blog goes up tomorrow, Wednesday, at cleffyland.com. Follow on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, Tumblr. All gets posted tomorrow evening. Pictures, links to the recipes, how it went, links to these videos. Next week, there's a programming change. We're going to be doing 2 or 3 nights, probably 2, of Slovakia. However, our regular Tuesday will be preempted and will be moved earlier to Monday instead of Tuesday because we have a speaking engagement on Tuesday. So, next Tuesdays will be on Monday. So if you're looking for us next Tuesday, you won't find it. It'll be on Monday. But that will be Slovakia next week. Blog tomorrow. Thank you for coming by. Follow, like. Thank you. You're the greatest. Catch you next time. Bye.